Alright. What you doing, Gray?
Oh, my team is destroying the opponents 14,000 to 4,000.
Oh, after the shitty start, you have
Uh-huh.
risen back up like a mighty phoenix.
Indeed.
Speaking of phoenix, we have
Phoenix.
Phoenix. I have a new appreciation for the narrative B type.
Because you used it?
I used it and it was fast as fuck. It's very mobile. And the weapons are actually pretty decently okay. I do not like the bazooka at high cost because everything's moving a lot faster.
Hmm.
But I do like the beam rifle because it's more fast, less travel time, clean
Yeah.
target.
Makes sense.
So we got the Ewok, Jigen or Nero. What do you
Nero.
think is tomorrow's suit?
You
No,
mean
tomorrow's.
Wednesday?
Yeah, shit. I thought today was Tuesday. Fuck.
No, 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 no. Today is Monday.
Yay, Monday.
The first day of school of the new week.
Your kids are probably happy about that.
Oh, they're very ecstatic.
Ooh, it's very ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, fuck. I'm tired. You're tired. We're all tired.
Exactly.
So we're gonna skip the Gundam ship because. Oh wait, hold on. Your thoughts on the VR Gundam game?
Oh. Are you sure you're talking about the VR Gundam game or like the VR Gundam episode? Because that's
Oh,
an
is it?
episode.
That's an episode.
It's
Really?
an episode. Yes, it's like the UC OVA. Think of it like that. It's like a UC OVA.
I've been telling people it was a fucking game.
It's not a game. It's like a miniseries. It's like an interactive miniseries.
Well, that lost my interest entirely. Oh,
I
that sucks.
mean, it's okay. It's a good concept. Ooh, I got the 50K end arrival. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, concept wise, I'm curious about it. I want to see what it is because I do have the VR set, and yeah, I would like to see how it would be like on a VR set, like because I know there's like first person view inside the cockpit, and then you see like the actual animation, the character.
Hmm.
That's the one thing I don't like. Like they showed like how the character talks, and it's like it's little choppier than Berserk 2016.
I mean, they're probably gonna put all the budget in the next shit, like
Oh yeah,
always.
the mechs look fine. The action of it looks fine. I'm okay with that.
It's all about the mechs, baby. The mechs.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's more like I said, it's more of a interactive type of thing.
Indeed.
So I'm okay with that, to be honest.
Breaker.
Yeah, that
The
I have to get. I have to put a pre-order down
I'm going to wait.
sometime next
Oh,
3 months from now.
because I play digital. I'm going to wait,
No, I want the
and
physical copies.
well, yeah, but I play digital. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
wait until after like a week or two
Hmm.
and see what is going on. Because right now we are getting the mixed messages. Like we're getting the developed team from Breaker 3, great game for what it is,
Hmm.
but we're using the new Breaker engine.
There's nothing wrong with the new Breaker engine.
It's just anything
See,
involves new Breaker is already put people on alarm because new
yes,
Breaker
but
was
the
a
reason
complete flop.
Yes, but the reason why they're saying the engine, it's not the structure. The engine is just the performance and the graphics.
I know, but that's still anything that involves new Breaker is
No, no,
a
no, no, no.
concern.
I understand that. But look how cleaner the graphics were on New Breaker compared to Breaker 3.
Yes, they
So
were.
they're just taking that polish and slapping it on Breaker 3, which makes Breaker 4. That's all it is.
Indeed.
That's all it is. I like the extra feature that you get to equip two different weapons on each arms.
That does make it a lot easier.
It makes the game a lot better, and the fact that you could actually put two different arms on the unit. So you could have a Goof arm on the left, and you could have the Alex arm on the right.
I'm, to be honest, if I can clip two shields, that will be nice.
I think you can.
The biggest problem is optional parts. Where will they go with that? Is it gonna be cosmetic, or is it just, or gonna
No,
be like,
optional parts are going to be basically Breaker 3.
oh my god,
Like I said, they just literally took Breaker 3 and gave the graphics of Breaker, new Breaker of it. That's it. That just think of it like that. It's Breaker 3 with smoother graphics
thank
and
fucking
more
god.
suits because they go all the way up to G-Witch.
Oh yeah.
So remember that. It goes from Gundam all the way to G-Witch. So
To be
OG
honest,
Gundam to G-Witch.
just keep the same system from Breaker 3. That's their
Th-
best bet.
That's what
But
they're doing.
I want more optional parts when it comes to like adding onto the suit
Yes,
themselves. That was
because
my biggest complaint in Breaker 3. It's
I
like I
they
want to
do
do so much, but it's like you're not letting me do it. I don't
they
care.
already announced like I think it was like 4 or 5 DLCs.
I know, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want a limit, obviously a limit,
Yeah.
but those are limits of parts that give you bonuses or like
Mhm.
equip equip
Functionality.
functionality. Then you have like 10 extra slots where you just add on just for looks.
Yeah. I like I said, I know for a fact they said it's just Breaker 3 with the Breaker new Breaker graphics. That's what they kept saying. I remember that very distinctively. We all saw the trailer.
That was a great
The
trailer.
tra
I need to watch
the
it again.
tra the trailer showed that you could do not only two different guns, you could also do two different melees. You could do skill fusion, meaning you could have like a combo with the melees and stuff like that.
It's another problem is like it's acquiring the parts too.
I think, like I said, I think they're going with the Breaker 3 system. Breaker 3 was just like, okay, done.
I mean, it's a hack and slash, not a
Yeah,
collectathon.
no, that
Well,
they
half of it
realized
technically was a
it
collectathon, but
is, but it's not as hard as New Breaker was.
Newbreaker was terrible. It's like, oh, you want the
Yes,
Barbatos Lupus? Guess what? You're gonna have to grind until you get that 5% spawn chance.
and then put him in the box.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to buy the thing, you're gonna have to grind for like 2 hours grabbing
No,
parts.
no. They literally learned their lesson with New Breaker. They said, okay, New Breaker visually great, gameplay wise terrible. Breaker 3 gameplay wise
I want a more
perfect.
in depth.
Graphics needs work.
I need a more in depth paint scheme. That's one thing a lot of these mecha games even.
They actually showed it in the trailer.
Oh yeah, I need to watch it again. Fuck.
The trailer showed that you could actually do more customized painting on it. Like you know how the Hainu Gundam has like the two colored shoulder.
Yeah.
You could do that on any suit. I think it was.
Mm.
Like you could have like a specific paint job, like stripe or like you color the stripes. I think it was too. Like let's say you're trying to make the Gather Road gym. You know how it has like the black stripes.
Yeah.
You can do that and change the colors of it.
Interesting.
So, and that's all in the trailer. Like if you watch it in slow, like half speed, you can actually see everything that they're doing.
I want to play Breaker 3.
I've been playing Breaker 3 with my kids.
Well, you have a reason to.
I have to have now I have to buy it for the Switch. So, because now that they announced it that's also for the Switch, not just PlayStation. So it's like, oh, you get it for the Switch, you get it for PC, Steam, and PlayStation, but not Xbox. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Xbox.
Xbox.
They literally said, "Fuck you, Xbox. We're going with the Nintendo Switch." So now I have to get 3 copies. I have to get 2 for the Switch and 1 for the
You know
PlayStation.
if they're going big in the game and they pass this to Xbox and give it to the Nintendo, you know you're fucked. The Xbox is fucked.
Yep. So,
Because
and I asked,
the
because I even
Switch
asked
is
my,
the Switch hasn't improved much like since it came
no,
out.
no, it hasn't. Just
Ugh.
the only thing is changed is like the display. That's it.
And how old is it now? Like,
It's old enough.
so if it needs a new sibling.
Well, they actually have talks about it. When we're gonna see it, I don't know, but they actually said that they're gonna make a Nintendo
I
Switch
mean, I'm not a
2.
Nintendo fan anymore. Ever since the 3DS came out, because I just couldn't get it, so I couldn't play Pokemon.
Well, like I
Fuck, I miss
said,
Pokemon.
they're making Switch 2. It's already in development. When we're gonna see it, when they're gonna announce it, we don't know. There's rumors of it being dual screen, like with a sliding compatibility. I don't know. It could be more like the PlayStation Portable, like the new one that they showed.
Oh yeah, they're doing that too.
Yeah, so it could be like that, but the Switch.
Interesting.
Um, but yeah, I have to get 3 copies because I even asked my son. I was like, "Oh, you want it for the PlayStation?" He's like, "No, I want to get it for the Switch." I was like, "Why the Switch?" So I was like, "Oh, we could play together since it's multiplayer." I was like, "Oh yeah."
The question is the cross-platform.
No, I don't think it's gonna be cross-platform because I think it's gonna have a lot of lag. I think it's like, all right, Steam plays with Steam, PlayStation with PlayStation, Switch with Switch.
All right, well, you probably need to tell your son that.
He knows already. That's why I have to get 3 copies, 2 for the Switch and 1 for the PlayStation.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Speaking of,
but
have you finished the Gundam shit, the Gundam movies with your kid?
we were watching Shark's Counterattack.
Oh, you're already there? You finished
Yeah,
the
we
actual
we
movies?
yeah, it was only like 30 minutes left of Encounters in Space. So I was like,
Oh, you need to finish it.
that's fine. He didn't want to, so it's casual shit, you know.
Mm,
So it's fine. And besides, he already knows it because he played SD Battle Alliance.
yeah, but it's the best is to
It,
see it from the
it
original.
still it's 30 minutes. He's not missing much. Plus, I told him like how people die anyway, especially with Cassilia.
Just fucking headshot. But not just with a gun, just fucking RPG through
Yeah, I told him that.
spaceship grade glass.
Yeah,
That should
he goes
not be possible,
no,
but the
but
man
it
did
was.
it.
So my son asked me, he's like, Dad, how many people die? I was like, everybody dies in this.
No,
So
no,
that's
that's
my
Zeta.
answer. No, I said everybody dies. It's like there's a lot of dying. And he's like, how did she die? He's like, oh, she gets a headshot with a bazooka from Char. He's like, what? I was like, yeah. He blows her head off with a bazooka. He's like, that's crazy. I was like, yeah, I know. That's Char.
I thought about something at work. You know how like Dragon Ball fans when they compare like characters, they talk about like what their accomplishments are and all that.
Uh-huh.
You know how Gundam fans compare suits? All right, so we need to put some ground rules. Exam or new first new type bullshit isn't allowed. Then we go
Mm-hmm.
in like specs of specs, and we're getting the wiki out trying to figure out what weapon does
Oh
this and
yeah,
how
no,
fast.
it's like, all right, let's go with the era, let's go with the capability. Are we adding plot armor?
Then, okay, we need to look at the stats for the weapons. Oh, wait, we need to look at all the different type of weapons.
Are
Are
we
we gonna?
using one weapon or are we using multiple weapons?
Oh, okay, we need to look at the suit stats. Okay, we need to transfer this unit to this unit
Well,
because we're
we know
primitive.
we know the suit stats already. It's what are they going out with the loadout? That's the
I
real
know,
question.
it's like, okay, are we in space or in ground, depending on the suit? It's capable of both. Which one will be fair for both competitors? It's a lot of nerding the fuck out, and I love it
Yeah.
because we don't just like yell at each other like saying what is. We're like, okay, rules. That's
Are
why I
we
love.
going with a full platoon or is it a 1v1?
Are we having the pilots or no, or just suits in general?
Oh, you have to have the pilots.
Well, obviously, but we're using like new type versus non-new type pilot, or are we doing this
Are
or
we
that?
doing fresh out of the academy, or are we doing ace pilots?
We're using, but not sure, or fucking armor all new type abilities, or some shit like that.
Are we
It's
using Ko or are we
it's
using
a
Shiro? What are we
it's
doing?
literally just saying, are we using this or using that?
Yeah.
Until we actually hit like the suits themselves.
Mm-hmm. Like, are we going with a generic grunt, or are we going with a generic grunt soldier in the suit?
Are we going
Like,
with a
what?
child or an actual?
Do they have PTSD? Do they not have PTSD?
It's a lot of that, and it's a very nice way of just sitting down and not yelling at each
Mm-hmm.
other because we all know
Or we could just go on fucking GBO and have a 1v1 and see who really fucking wins.
if we use this as a suit, he's gonna win no matter what.
Yeah, that's Ace Pilot right there.
That's GM versus Lunas in a new. Nah, he's gonna kill me somehow. Uh,
Shit.
any Helldivers, we new mechs, new shit. It's
Helldivers is
fun.
Helldivers. I'm just waiting for the new crap to come out. That's all it is at this point.
They haven't done a release date
For what?
for the new shit.
No, this still works. Cause don't forget, they're still patching shit too.
I want it now.
I'm playing GBO, and one of the guys' name is Major Numbnuts, and he's an A- player too.
I had a match where I was like B, and everybody else was like C and D's. I was like, oh fuck. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I was the one with used the free DS. All fucking people. It's not a bad suit, but it's like, please, I
It's
can't
good
carry the
enough.
team.
Yeah, it's good enough.
It's a fun suit. I actually started to appreciate it. Still not my go-to.
No. It's a very specific suit. Like you have to be like a very aggressive raid player to do that.
True. The shotgun does fucking help.
Oh, it's the shotgun.
Still want to
That
able to be in midair and shoot a person in it. God damn it. That's
but again,
Xeon
it's
shoots in a nutshell. You can't shoot in midair with those things. Like, please, just let me
yeah,
shoot them in the
well,
air. You know how many good combos I could have done.
again, it is what it is. The game is the way it is.
Space Marines coming out in September still. It doesn't look like it changed there.
The question is, will they put female custodies in that game?
Shut the fuck up. It was a 3-paragraph. Or was it like a 2-paragraph? It was 1 or 2. It was 2 or 3 paragraphs of in
Female
a
custodies
codex.
were always here.
I love
They
how
were always
I
here.
love how people are made. One guy made the comic, and you're seeing that comic everywhere
Yep.
because it just fits. I swear to God, I hope they fix this because right now this is a shot in the foot. This
They're
is a
not fixing this shit. This woke shit's already out. It's too deep. It's too fucking
Warhammer's the
deep. You know
last
that.
bastion of the Western
Not
view.
anymore.
Shut the fuck up. Even if it goes woke, I'm still gonna at least finish the Horus Heresy because I'm already dick in it and I ain't pulling out. Alright? I'm already on book 12. I still have another 50 books to go.
Well, good news is, according to those ancient texts, there are no female custodies.
That is good. Actually, it's funny that the earlier Horus Heresy books, they made the custodians just slightly better Space Marines until one of the books where Space Marine was fighting alongside custodies and they were being attacked by Chaos Marines, and the Space Marines like, wow, these guys really know how to kill Space Marines. Like, really, really know how to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
As if they were made to kill us. But no, so there was a video I saw that on it showed a emperor on it. And it says the emperor is now a trans queer. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up. I was like very quiet, just watching, listening to the video. And I was like, and I kept skipping half of it because this guy would not shut the fuck up about the like random crap. When they finally get it, it was just a woke asshole writing this crap about in this one book. The emperor takes on many different forms over thousands of years, and male and female. And I was like, yeah, because he needs to get shit done. If the emperor wants to be a chick, he's still going to do it. He's the goddamn emperor. He does what the fuck he wants.
So technically, he is trans.
He changes his form, but we really don't know. He's mostly been male. He was born as a male in the backstory book about him, in the Book of the Master of Mankind, and he's been in the male form ever since. But he changed his appearance to just a giant Goliath of a man, to an old man, to like just a skinny middle-aged man, to a child, to anything. He can change his form. So eventually, he's going to get bored and become a woman. I mean, that's just inevitable. You've been around for over 40 years. Actually, I think it's like 60,000 years. It was like 10,000 years before Christ or AD. So yeah, he's like
You mean
over,
BC?
yeah, 10,000 BC. He was born in like Mesopotamia area or somewhere in
How the
Africa.
fuck is he still alive like that?
So back then, the Earth had shamans like psychers,
Ah,
and they noticed the warp was getting very fucky, so they decided to commit a mass ritual suicide and put all their souls into a single entity. And after a year of that happening, the emperor was born from a normal mother and father. Until one day,
so what
he
you're
just
saying is the Emperor is basically a giant fucking hive mind.
no, it's all their souls combined into one. Not he is one person. He is one
He is
entity.
Legion. Got it.
No. That's Legions, not Legion, not from Mass Effect. He is
No,
one.
Legion.
He has one mind. I know what you're saying. He has one mind,
Yeah.
one person, one entity, one soul. They just They just fused all their shit into one thing. It's like putting a glass of water and a glass of water. It's two different waters. You combine it into one. It's just a bigger glass of water, but it's still fucking water. It's not, oh, it's two different glasses combined. It's now a hive mind. No, it's one fucking thing. Hive mind is the Tyranids. That's the hive mind. Necrons, you can count them as a little bit of a hive mind, but that's different. Orcs are fucking orcs.
Speaking of Tyranids, are they the same type of Tyranids in the Helldivers?
They're legally safe Tyranids.
Ah.
Just like how the automatons are just legally safe Terminators. Except for the Hulk. That thing is just a fucking dreadnought.
Right.
That thing is a straight up dreadnought. It has even the Chaos variant, too.
Actually, yeah. It has the fucking perfect scale of it, too.
It's a fucking... It even has a little, like, rectangle eye hole. It's
and
a fucking...
And the skulls.
No, that's a Chaos variant.
Yeah, it has the skull.
Chaos dreadnought. But, no.
It's simple. It doesn't have the iconography, too.
So, here's the thing about Theo and Custodes. It technically makes, at a scientific level, it makes sense. Think of, like, Spartans from Halo. There's male and female Spartans. There's more male Spartans, obviously, when you think of the Spartan 2s.
Right, but you also have to consider the reproductive part, so you need females.
Well, Spartans don't reproduce. They're made.
I'm talking about the Custodes.
Well, Custodians are just like that. They're born as normal people. But as taken as an early age, apparently from everything in 40k, you have to adopt children.
Oh, of course.
They are trained and more genetically modified to the point where Space Marines have two hearts. Custodians have one, but a really good fucking one. You can punch out that hard, and they still move for like another 5 hours until they finally feel like, ow, I have a pain in my chest. Oh wait, there's a hole in it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna fight for another hour. And there's one custodian got his head, like a part of his brain, shot out, and he was still able to kill like several Space Marines until he finally passed out and put him in a fucking dreadnought. Custodians are ridiculously overpowered. So that's why it's. And a lot of people say, oh, why you just make custodians? They're better. Because they take so long to fucking make. Why you think they only been around for, like, ever since the Horus Heresy, it took them 10,000 years to get back to their original number of 3,000. Minus anything else. It is extremely hard to make custodians. That's why when a custodian is in current setting, everybody shuts the fuck up. And I don't believe they don't age. Well, they age, but they don't, like, age as hard compared to Space Marines. Because, Dreadnoughts are weird because they can last forever, but they have, like, super dementia. Because they go in hibernation, so it's kind of weird about that. And the oldest Space Marine is obviously a whole bunch of things, but the one that pops in my head is Dante. He's been around for 1,000 years. That's extremely long for a Space Marine. He should be dead. And he tries to kill himself during battle. But he can't die because he's not allowed to. But, so it's weird. I don't know. It's still one bit of lore from a codex, so we really don't know if it's gonna be more of, or it's just gonna be a one-type fluke.
Right.
No one fucking knows. And people are asking GW, it's like, oh, what about this? So there's two theories. They're going woke very slowly. Or they did that so they can make female custodian models so they can sell them even more because it's about the money.
Probably both.
It's a little bit of both, probably, but to be honest, we don't know. I mean, that's the thing. They have the Sisters of Silence, the Sisters of Battles, female guardsmen, or Imperial
Yeah,
guards.
but I think I know why Custodes specifically.
I mean, they're popular, but they're not like.
No. That's not why. I think I know why.
Okay, tell the lore master why.
Who's the number one Warhammer fan in the spotlight?
Warhammer fan?
Mm-hmm.
No.
In the spotlight.
No, not Henry Cavill.
Yes, and what did he say his favorite fucking faction was?
The Banana Man.
Mm-hmm. And
Why?
to fucking stick it to him.
But he was willing to make a
No.
Warhammer series.
No, it's not the point. The point is that he's based.
But Warhammer is base. Why would a company?
It's because he is based, and the fact of the whole Witcher bullshit. You see where it's going,
I don't
right?
understand why
you
Games
see the
Workshop
strings, right? You see the strings.
No, here's the thing.
It's not Games. It's not Games Workshop.
So you're saying some idiot somehow.
It's the cancel culture forcing Games Workshop because of Cavill. I guarantee you that.
It's the thing. They could just not do it. Because here's the thing. Game Workshop it was all on board with Henry Cavill doing this. Because he's Henry. He admits he's a fucking Warhammer fan. That was the biggest thing. He admits it on live.
Yes.
So that means that's already the second he said that, people that don't know what Warhammer is like, oh, what's Warhammer? They looked up like, wow, this is cool. Free advertisement. Oh wait, he's doing a Warhammer show. Okay, I gotta
That's
look into this too. Then all of a
that's
sudden, like
not why
custodians. What's a
that's
custodian? You
not
look it
what
up. I'm
I'm
like, wow.
saying. That
Why
it,
would they shoot themselves in the foot? There's
they're
no
shooting
way.
themselves.
This.
They're shooting themselves in the foot because of woke culture.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they could just not do it. They know
They
the
have to.
fan.
Nope, nope. There's too much voice. There's too much fucking influence in the cancel culture. They
God,
are
how are
afraid.
companies doing this? How are you just letting these freaks?
You want to know how? Because they hire DEI fucking consultants, which is the woke fucking people saying you need more diversity in your fucking culture. Yeah.
I don't know. Until more shit happens. No one knows this is just a one shot in the foot.
No.
But if they touch the Emperor in any way, that's a shot in the head because the whole setting evolves around that fucker.
No, they're
That's the
it's
thing.
done.
If they
It's
do
done
the
so.
well, that's the thing. It was the whole like trans Emperor thing. That was just a article from a fucking woke asshole trying to be cheesy and sleek.
Yeah, but he's not wrong if you really think
He's
about it.
not wrong, but also, to be honest, all fans have had the mental message of saying the Emperor does whatever the fuck he wants to do because he's the goddamn Emperor.
And you know what that sounds a lot like?
No, it's been happening like
No. You know
before.
what that sound? You know what that mental message you just said sounds a lot like?
What?
Woke culture
This,
doing whatever the fuck they want.
here's the thing. This is happening like before woke was even a word going
I
around.
understand that.
This has been the community's like main thing. The Emperor does
This
what the fuck he wants to do. If he wants to
this is
destroy a
this is
planet,
just politics. This is just fucking things getting into politics, getting out of hand. That's all
I'm
it is. It's
tired
just
of this fucking
it's
politics and
fucking politics.
everything.
It's politics. It's fucking propaganda. It's all that bullshit. That's all it is. It's just a way
It's like I
to
don't
fucking inject
understand
little
how.
stupidity in.
How do like we like at
People
first
get
like
away with it. It's simple. It's called money.
it's like how it's like these companies. It's like look at fucking all these other companies doing this shit for the last several years, and they're running themselves into the dirt, and they like we can't fucking stop. I'm like, yes, you can. You hire
No,
these fucking you
no,
fire these
no,
fucking
no, no, no,
assholes
no.
and do a
You
background check and
no,
look at their Twitter and
no,
everything and make sure
no,
they're not
no,
fucking
no.
mentally insane.
Because the moment they start saying I'm not hiring you for these reasons, lawsuit, discrimination.
But
You
they're
see?
fine with their own employees harassing everyone else.
Yeah. Because that's what they paid for.
God damn it. We really had to let these companies die, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to get rid of this shit.
No. It's not just the companies. It's the companies making these people these types of consultants.
No, it's like, okay, let's say like, what, Disney, alright? Perfect example. And
Yes,
let's say the
they
world,
hire a
shut up.
company that's called Sweet Baby Inc.
No, let's say
Companies like that are doing the
but
diversity shit.
they leech off of other shit. Let's
Yes.
say we kill off Disney, alright? Like, not just, let's start with Disney. Let's say the world for 10 years don't even buy a single Disney product. They will go be bankrupt before even those 10 years are up. And those woke companies that leech off of Disney money will run down because they can't leech off that big money. They have to go for small money, means they will get even smaller until they finally poof. The one way we can get rid of these fucking these leech companies is by killing off the big ones. I mean, their sales must go down so damn far to the point where they have to miniaturize and go back to basics. I mean, make quality. Quality means no politics, no nothing. Just make it because it's enjoyable for everybody.
You mean like Helldivers?
like Helldivers. It doesn't put that. It's fun because for the sake of being fun. It has a great. It is not about the greed. It's about the fun. I don't know. It's just like this is getting out of control. Like I said, Warhammer. I'm gonna wait till a month to really dig into it. But to be honest, a codex, in Warhammer codexes, they're kind of weird. Until the 40k community gets another hit, or and that's the thing, we don't know. The Warhammer 2 doesn't know what's gonna happen after this. I believe it's just a one-time thing. It's a
I don't
one-time
think
thing.
so.
They fucked up. They're gonna retcon it, or they'll just say, make an announcement like yeah, or just never mention it again, and saying yeah, it's just a one-time
No.
thing. I'm trying to be optimistic here because this is a fucking franchise that I finally got over with the fan animation ban. By the way, they
Well,
stopped doing that shit. Like
yeah, I
giving
know.
a
I
shit,
heard.
but people are slowly not making still making animations, but they're not making as many as it was in the golden age. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck indeed.
Ah. I have no clue what to do. I'm tired just dealing with this shit. So Gundam Erdhunt, where the fuck is that?
Not happening.
Oh, they're not doing that?
No. If anything, it'll be an OVA, but I don't know what the hell's going on with it.
God, what was the last thing they did? Was
The cell phone game.
no, I talked about anime.
It was just for the cell phone game.
No, I'm talking about like the actual like Gundam anime
Oh,
series.
G-Witch.
Was it Hathaway?
No, it
No.
was G-Witch.
Oh
G-Witch
yeah.
was the last thing. Hathaway was before that.
They should have that fucking ready by now, like a new thing.
What, Hathaway?
No, just a new. They should have Hathaway fucking ready. That's taking them
Yeah,
way too
it's
fucking long.
no. They said 2024 release date. I think it was.
Ah, fuck. Fuck, I'm tired of this shit. So, Elden Ring DLC. I know you got a lot of shit to talk about that
Oh
one.
yeah.
So great. What is it about?
All right. So basically, it's taking place in the dream realm, or the real world, because the whole thing about Elden Ring, it takes place in the land between. Okay? So that's the base game. That's called the Lands Between. So what are we talking about? Between reality or between like dreams, or like what is it? Is it a pocket dimension? We don't know. So apparently the DLC, it takes place in the Land of Shadows, which I am going to call it the real world, the reality. Okay?
Okay.
And apparently Queen Marika, which is the deity of Elden Ring, she originated from that world, from the Land of Shadows. Her origins are from there.
So we're
So
kind of doing a Dark Souls 1?
no, there's no time travel. They already threw it out there. They said this is not a time travel thing.
Dark
This is
Souls 2?
no.
3?
Yeah, I would say it's 3 because it is the existing world.
So,
So they said that all the events that are happening in Elden Ring, it's not going to be like affecting the current time of the DLC. The DLC is the DLC. It takes place in the same time frame as the base game,
Just somewhere else.
just in a different part of the world.
Okay.
So that's why the base game of Elden Ring is called The Lands Between, because we don't know where this world resides in.
Okay, so
Because
it's somewhere else in the actual
right,
planet. Let's
because
call it.
because the samurai armor is coming from a place called the Land of Reeds. Yeah, Reeds, Reeds.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
so that so they are confirming like actual like different locations of the world. But again, I'm saying that Elden Ring I'm this is my opinion because I've been playing the game for a while.
play more
I
than
think it's
anyone
a
else
yeah,
in the
I think
room.
it's a pocket dimension. I honestly think it's a pocket dimension. It's just like it's like a battle world, like a
So
culmination of a
America comes from a pocket dimension.
no, Marika comes from a place called the Land of Shadows. Before she became a god,
Just
before she
Bloodborne.
became a yeah, before she became a divine being, which being a divine being, you have to be chosen by the Elden Beast to be a vessel
Avatar.
for yeah, no, you're basically an avatar. You're an avatar of the Elden Beast, of the Greater Will. The Greater Will controls the Elden Beast. The Elden Beast is basically your power source that you are a vessel for. America was a person that came from the Land of Shadows. We explore that world and her origins, like how she became, the fucking vessel, you know? But it's not,
Okay.
it has nothing to do with time travel, none of that shit. I think it's more like a ROM type of thing.
Okay, I get a lot of DS2 vibes with the DLCs where you kind of go in other places and exploring like what DLC was it? Was it the ice one or was it the it's kind of like the fire DLC where you explored more of the old king stuff or the
Kind
All
of.
Iron King, because technically
Yeah.
the boss you fight with the guy, the demon in the lava, is the Iron
Mm-hmm.
King.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
you're
like
exploring more
that.
shit around him.
Yeah,
Also,
it's
Sir
like that.
Alone, one of my favorite bosses in the game, despite him going after me.
Mm-hmm.
He is a Taurus, but slightly better.
Yeah. It's basically that. It's basically that concept, but without the time travel bullshit.
I mean, I'm fine with time travel bullshit as long as they don't make it like the plot of the game, or like this is the reason why everything fucking happens.
Yeah,
Knowing me,
it's nothing with that. There's no time travel involved. You're literally just basically going from the lands between to the land of shadows, and the only way to do that is with Mikola, which is the cocoon that's in the Lord of Blood's boss area.
oh
So
yeah,
basically, so they confirmed that you have to beat General Radon,
yeah,
and you
obviously.
and you and you have to beat
Mo.
um Moog, the Lord of Blood. So basically, you have to beat the guy who stopped time, which is General Radon. He stopped
No,
time.
he stopped the stars.
He stopped time.
I thought he stopped
It
stars.
In order to stop the stars, you have to stop time
No,
because the
he has
moment
gravitational magic, doesn't he?
yes, that's what he specializes in, but that's the lore. The lore is that he stopped time itself by holding the stars in place.
That's kind of retarded, but okay.
No, it's not because that's how OP he is. So,
Okay, I'm going to skip that part of my brain and go continue.
so when you beat Radon, time moves forward again. When you beat the Lord of Blood, you basically you kill him because he's serving um the unseen mother. That's actually that's the deity he represents, is the unseen mother.
So
So
just give me some other vibes from another game.
yeah, Bloodborne.
No, surprisingly, Skyrim.
Oh, well, it's basically that. So basically, time moves forward, and you basically opening up the area where you could fucking go to the Land of Shadows. Now
Okay, got it.
they said that the Land of Shadows can only be accessed by touching the cocoon. So basically, it's like you remember in DS3 how we got to.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like that. It's just like that.
But don't you fight him in the DLC? Because
We don't know yet. I mean, I'm gonna assume we are.
he's
I'm
kind of like the only like sibling or like dog child or where the fuck that
he's cursed
you
with
don't kill.
he's cursed with eternal youth.
Yeah, I know
See,
because
here's the thing about his
Moog is a
yeah,
pedophile.
here's the thing about Mikola. Mikola is the one god that wants to help everybody.
Wait, I thought Ronnie does.
No, Mikola, like the lore of Mikola is that Mikola is the genuine nice one that wants to help every species that's in the land in between. Like, oh, you don't have a home? Come with me. You're gonna live with me. Oh, you're diseased. I'm gonna find you a cure. Come with me. That's Mikola.
If I can, I'll make it your life as peaceful as possible.
Right. And if I can't find the cure, I'll make the cure.
I am
That's
the cure.
Mikola. Yeah, that's Mikola. And because of that, it's infectious. Like people are willing to serve him for life and literally give up
Did
their
he
lives for
plan
him.
that for them to be infected? Or he's like, oh well, this
We
happens.
we don't know. We don't know if that's just his personality, that's just how he is, or he's just a big fucking manipulator. We don't know because the character is still shrouded in mystery. Okay?
Hmm.
So Mikola was physically dead, but the spirit ascended, and the spirit ascended into the land of shadows. Godwin, the one that was doing the death blight, he was dead spiritually. They killed his soul, but his body was still alive.
Okay, that I got that one
Yeah.
because in 40K the big bad in Horus Heresy, Horus Lubkau, go fucking figure.
Mm.
So GW said, oh, this is way like years ago. They said they're gonna return all the Primarchs. That's big because Primarchs are when you hear the word Primarch in a in the current setting that isn't talking about, oh yes, my Primarch back in this is like, no, my Primarch is like 5 feet away from me. That is
Mm.
really fucking big because they're the sons of the Emperor. That means that's big shit. So there's some Primarchs that are will never come back. Sanguinus is pretty dead, but they might pull some bullshit out of him. Conrad, his
Right.
head got cut off, but he has little like crystal on his crown when he had it that might has his soul. Ferris, his
Yeah.
soul is somewhere in the warp doing shit.
So it's like that.
Alfaris and Omegon, that's kind of weird because that's a whole new can of worms that I do
Yeah.
not want
So
to get into.
it's like that.
Horus,
It's like that.
Horus, he's dead. His soul was so obliterated that it didn't go to the warp. It is completely gone.
Yeah. That's how Mikola is. Physically, it's dead. So Mikola's going by like the Ronnie route. You know how Ronnie put her soul into the doll?
But Mikola, its soul is completely gone, right?
Mikola is physically dead, spiritually still alive and intact. It's
Okay,
just that
you
in
said
order
that it
to
was opposite. He said his
no,
body was kind of intact, but his
that's
soul is
Godwin. That's Godwin.
okay. Godwin's body is intact in some sense.
Godwin's body. So the whole thing with the Knight of the Black Knives was to commit the cardinal sin of killing a god. They succeeded. They killed his soul, but the body still lived.
If you kill the soul, then no matter what you do, he ain't coming back.
Right, but physically the body just kept rotting and growing and it became Deathblight. That's Godwin. Mikola was like, okay, I need to break my curse. I can't do that in this body. So I am gonna get rid of it and my
He
soul will be free.
and he's the one that doesn't age.
Yes, he's the one that the DLC is gonna be about.
And his
Okay,
mom, America, where the
right,
fuck
but
her
that's the
bitch's name?
history of her. And then they introduce Mesmer, which a lot of people saying that Mesmer is also another child of America. He might be the first child of America before she became queen
Are
of the
are
lands
we
in
getting
between.
the the Lost King? No, not the Lost King.
The
What
Nameless King?
the Nameless King vibes?
Yeah. So basically Mesmer
Nice,
is the Nameless King. Because if you look at
nice.
his movesets are Gwyn's movesets.
But is he mentioned throughout Elden Ring, or he's like, this is the one mention we have?
They hinted him, but they never mentioned him. They what's the best way to
Oh,
describe? Okay, so remember the red spike that was in America's belly at the end of the game before he turned into Radagon?
a little bit, yes.
Okay, so they're claiming that it's Mesmer. Like they claiming it as his thing, but the weird thing about Mesmer is that there's not a lot going on about this character. They are speculating that it is a child of America because he said mother in the trailer. So I'm gonna say that, but also if you look at his move sets and like the box art, like the way he has like the thorn spells, like the thorn spells in his hand, and the thorn spells are in the game.
Shit.
And he's fire related and has a snake next to him.
It's
So
his uncle.
it's like wait a minute, snakes, thorn magic. So they already threw hints in there. They just never speculated where it came from. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it is like a nameless king type of thing. But this character resides in the land of shadows in the original world.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it's like
Body Video
he's
is gonna have a fucking field
yeah.
day.
I mean, he already kind of already made a video about it just from the
Well, no,
trailer.
but once the DLC hits,
Oh,
everybody's gonna wait yeah.
once the DLC hits, it's gonna be another thing because the
It
thing
takes like
about
4 months for them to get one because like there's so
yep,
much.
the thing about the trailer is that
They should put
a
them in the game.
lot, a lot of the animals are turning into dragons.
Oh,
That's why you have the bear with like the giant colossal
fuck!
head
I don't want to
and
speak
that.
about the fucking bears. All right, I already hated.
No, 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 no. If you look at the trailer, you see like a bear roaring and his head's like overly big, but the body's like kind of normal size, but the head's like 3 times bigger. And then you have like this hippo-like thing. It's like almost like transforming into a dragon because they all have dragon eyes, including Mesmer. He has like the dragon eyes. So it's like, wait, is it serpent or is it dragon? Like, we can't tell which one's which.
I don't
And
like. Fuck! I just hate. I just. I can't. I'm not gonna play the DLC. I just don't
you,
want to.
I think you should. I think you might
Right?
like the DLC.
Right. If
The
I
re
didn't like the base game, how the fuck am I gonna like the
The
DLC?
reason why I say you're gonna like the DLC is because it's not gonna be the entire fucking map.
I know it's just like
It's
I
literally
don't want to deal with Elden Ring again because I had to build fight Mo and I don't want to fight Mo because I'm tired of fighting bosses that uses
well
magic
again,
because well he's a blood god so I guess that's fine.
yeah, but everybody's weak to bleed
But
apparently.
everybody uses magic no matter what, even the fucking bugs.
Well, that's why you have me, and I could just fucking do it for you.
Still, why do the bugs use magic? They're bugs.
It doesn't matter.
It does
But
matter.
well, it's bug magic, so there you go. Because
Oh,
they
let me
shoot
talk
webs
about the
at you.
turd magic that it has. I'm tired of having spells shot at me from every enemy.
You realize they have pots that have shit in it, right?
Exactly.
And they do poison damage.
Well, that's fine because that's a pot. It's not
Of
magic.
shit.
I'm
Pot of
tired of
shit.
magic. I'm tired of fucking magic in that game. I'm tired of not being shot from a distance from every damn enemy that clearly don't look like the enemy that would do that, but they still
again,
do.
the whole point of Elden Ring is high fantasy.
And I don't like high fantasy.
So it's more high fantasy than Dark Souls. So
Dark
they
Souls,
did it
Dark
that
Souls is
they
fucking grim fantasy, dear lord.
yes, that's why it's still grim fantasy, but it's high grim fantasy. The
It's
reason why
grim
they did that
dark.
but the reason why they did that is they wanted to show more fucking visuals, more vital, what is it, fluidity of the magic, how it could be like, used and all that type of shit. I get that, and I understand that, and I like that part of the game. Is it annoying? I agree, yes. But it does make the game interesting, though, if you
It
think about it,
does
because
give it the game an identity, but it's like I don't really.
remember, it's not just a Miyazaki game; it's a Miyazaki and George R. R. Martin game.
Yeah, fuck him.
So that's why I kind of like it. It's like, okay, it's not strictly Dark Souls, but it's a
I
little
know
bit
it's just
more
like
fluid.
it's like I'm tired of being shot by spam
But again,
enemies with magic.
The DLC is
I
literally
will
like
watch you play.
25% of the map.
I will watch you play the DLC, but I'm not gonna do it.
Well, like I said, the DLC is literally 25% of the map. And
Speaking
it's
about
just it's
25%.
it's self-contained. It's literally just that one portion.
All right. How about this before I wrap this talk hour-long thing up? I will download Elden Ring again. We will beat Mo.
And
Then
Radon.
we already got Radon. I never went to New Game Plus.
Okay, fine.
If I'm gonna play the DLC, I'm playing in base game.
That's fine.
Then I will delete.
Didn't you beat you? No, you beat the game. Oh, you never did New Game Plus. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because we were going to fight Melania, and I'm still not doing it. Fuck her.
Well, again, you don't have to worry about it.
I had attempts. I made my attempt. That's it. At least I attempted. But I will.
Wait, did we attempt it?
Yes, we did. We died many times in the process.
I don't remember.
I have the footage.
I know you have the, but I just don't remember us doing it because
we did it. Trust me, we did.
Was we there?
Yes, we was there.
Well, plus we're playing it on the highest difficulty because the three of us were on it.
True. I will download Elden Ring probably tomorrow. We will fight Mo.
Your character is still almost 200, right?
Yes, if we want to, if you really want to, I don't mind this. We will use your farmer spot, level me up a couple hundred, maybe 100 levels or so, and we will wait till the DLC.
Well, I have to tell you, it really won't matter because the characters are getting hard nerfed.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm playing base game, so it doesn't matter.
Well, the reason why I'm saying it doesn't matter that what level you are, as long as you're over level 150, you're fine. You should have enough stats to do whatever the hell you need for your build.
Hold on. Let me end this recording because I'm about to hit max time. Well, that was a good talk.